All right, what's up, YouTube? Um, Coming back to you with another video, J Slime a lot. I haven't uploaded in a minute. I've been really trying to figure out like how this stuff work and doing all this stuff, but this is just a little video I'm trying to give to you. Just a little lineup update, stuff like that. So this is my offense right here. And usually, you know, I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. You know, when you're looking at this, you're probably looking at my offensive line, but the offensive line does not really matter in the game of Madden. As long as you step up in the pocket, it really doesn't matter at all. So right here, I have David Bakatari. I have Joel Bentonio. I have. I'm sorry if I'm butchering these names, especially if you like these teams. I have Kelsey. I have Logan Mankins, and I have Dan Deerdorf for the offensive line. Now, the offensive line doesn't matter. I barely run the ball anyway, and regardless of who you have, you're only going to get X amount of time in the pocket. So what I do, usually, I step up. If you step up, literally it fixes everything. So that's what I do. But yeah, offensive line does not really matter. But yeah, that's my offensive line, I guess. And then right here for my tight end, we have Shannon Sharp. This is still one of the best tight ends in the game. I know we have Pitts and we have Gronk and we have other people, but I still like the Shannon Sharp a lot. He really gets open for me. He really does it for me. 85 speed, still gets open. I know you're looking at that 67 run block and you're like, dang, that's why I use Gronk or something like that. But the difference between me and you, most likely, I don't run the ball at all. I average like 5 runs a game, and that's me just like chewing the clock or whatever because I'm already blowing my opponent out. But yeah, that's that. But he still gets open for me. He still does it for me, really. So I don't see no need of really getting rid of him. So yeah. And right here, for my wide receivers, I have DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf, he's still, he is one of the best, if not the best receiver in the game in my eyes. Has that big frame, 6'3", 90 speed, 91 short route running, 91 spec, 93 deep route running. And I do have a coach that boosts all my wide receivers deep route running. Damn, I can't talk. I have a coach in my lineup. He, boosts all my receivers deep route running by 1. So it brings it from a 92 to a 93. And I'm going to just say this about DK Metcalf. I know he has a 91 short route running on his, on his card, and 87 medium route running. I know this is Ultimate Team, but honestly, in my eyes, I'm not going to lie. DK Metcalf, his route tree is very, very little. I don't really see how he has this card, but yeah, that is that, and that is one of the unstoppable cards. So he has that that we'll get to it in a minute. But this is Calvin Johnson right here. Calvin Johnson, still one of my favorite receivers. Actually, I'm glad I got to watch this guy in my life because he is one of the most dominant receivers I've ever watched. Personally, one of my favorite receivers ever. 88 speed. And that 88 speed, it's going to hold you over for like a couple more weeks. Because with Calvin Johnson, he has such a big frame. You see his height is like 6'5". If you're throwing like a post or like a little out or like a slant or something, you can use this height to really come back to the football and you can catch it on the opposing on your opponent. So that's why I really love using Calvin Johnson. Calvin Johnson is hands down one of my favorite receivers in this game. One of my favorite receivers watching in real life too. So yeah, Calvin Johnson, he is the man. But getting back to that DK Metcalf, he is one of these unstoppable cards. So the X factors that are on these cards, if you do the objectives or whatever, as long as you hit the objectives, they're gonna stay on. The X factor is gonna stay on for the rest of the game. But honestly, I'm not gonna lie. If you're able to hit these objectives to get these X factors on for the remaining of the game, I would be surprised if your opponent has not quit. It would be so crazy if you hit these objectives and your opponent is still in the game. You would have to have like 300 yards in the first quarter or something like that. There's no way you hit these objectives and your opponent has not already left the game. That would be almost impossible. Because yeah, that is crazy. But yeah, then we have Tyreek Hill right here in the slot. I have Energizer on Tyreek Hill. And that's just so I can run kicks back and stuff like that. Because as long as you hit like a good juke move or whatever, your stamina is going to replenish. And he has a 90 speed, so he can very well still take kicks back. And usually I keep him in my slot for corner routes, post routes, maybe from time to time, slants, drags, little intermediate short routes, because he has the speed to really take it from a 5-yard gain to a touchdown. And then we have Bo Jackson. He has a 64 catch. Don't really care about that. The only time I really throw it to my running back is a wheel route, and 9 times out of 10 he's wide open, like wide open. There's nobody around him when I throw him the football, so his catching stats doesn't really matter. 88 speed, very good. He can still outrun everybody, so that is still good in my eyes. So yeah, that is Bo Jackson right there. I don't see me upgrading to like a CMC or anything like that anytime soon. I mean, I would maybe, but I don't know. I probably should. I'm gonna look into that. But yeah, Bo Jackson, he's still doing it for me, to be honest. I mean, I don't want to go out here and spend like 300, 400K on a running back when I don't really need to. It's not like I run the ball or like 15 times a game or anything like that, and I only run it like I don't even run it more than 5 times a game. And then we have Joe Montana. Lastly, we have Joe Montana. So you get 7 AP on offense, and this is what I mainly have all my AP poured into, the quarterback position. One of, if not the most important position in football. You will not win anything without a quarterback, without your quarterback being good. So I have gift wrapped for the ability on Joe Montana. Gift wrapped, basically, if your receiver is wide open, you have a higher chance with coming down with the football. And right here, I'm just showing you the APs, the required APs. So 7, and I'm just letting you know that I have it all in Joe Montana basically, and then I have 1 on Tyreek Hill. But gift wrapped, like I was saying, as long as you throw it to somebody that is wide open, you have a higher chance of coming down with the football. So let's say you didn't have gift wrapped on your quarterback, right? If you get hit soon as you catch it or something like that, the ball can easily pop out. They can knock it out or whatever. But as long as you have gift wrapped, you have a higher chance with coming down with it. And then I have Gunslinger. It's just speeding up the motion, the throwing motion, really. Just so, the quicker we can get the ball out, the better. Because you're trying to, get down the field. You don't really have time to waste. Well, I play like I don't have time to waste. I mean, I don't do no huddle or anything, but I play like I have no time to waste. So, yeah, that is that. So, yeah. And then we have Hot Route Master. Hot Route Master, I use that so I don't have to get like wide receiver apprentice, outside apprentice, tight end apprentice. Because why do that when you can get Hot Route Master at the quarterback position and you can literally do everything that wide receiver apprentice, tight end apprentice does? And I mainly stay in one formation the whole game. So it really just makes my one formation not be stale. Endless route combos. But now we're going on to the defense. I have Sean Taylor right here at the free safety position. He still does it for me. And I'm going to just give you a side note. Nobody mind my linebackers. I promise I do not. Those dudes do not touch the field. My linebackers are my safety. Okay. So now we're going to go to Sean Taylor right here. Sean Taylor, Sean Taylor has been a staple in Madden literally ever since I started playing this game, literally in Ultimate Team. 88 speed, so he can keep up with the rest of the pack. 90 zone coverage, 90 hit power. The only thing bad about this card is the pursuit and the man coverage. But with Sean Taylor cards, you never really notice the pursuit. He always goes downhill. He hits. He does what he needs to do. The 55 man coverage doesn't really matter to me because he's always in a deep zone for me. I'm never manning up Sean Taylor. I'm either using Sean Taylor or he's in a deep zone. He's in some sort of deep zone, a flat, so he can come down and hit. So he's never really manned up, so I don't have to worry about the 55 man coverage. If you were so concerned about a man coverage on a safety, go get Paul Krause. But Paul Krause is not for me. He will be for anybody that plays man coverage with safety, not me. Then we have LT right there, of course. But so the reason why I have these linebackers is the only time the linebackers are really touching the field for me is if I basically gave up when my opponent is at the 1 and they're gonna get a QB sneak because I can't stop QB sneak, and that is when I'm in goal line, and that's when my linebackers touch the field. But I still have Max Crosby. Max Crosby is very outdated. I definitely need to upgrade that. That's one position I'm already looking at upgrading. And then we have Cam Chancellor, of course. Cam Chancellor still one of the best safeties in the game. I don't really think he's one of. Well, yeah, you can say he's still one of the best safeties in the game. He still does it for me. I don't put Cam Chancellor in a deep zone or anything. He's always in my flat. So that way his speed isn't really playing much of a factor, but he does have an 87 speed, so it doesn't matter. Isaiah Simmons, that is my user. This guy has got me out of a lot of trouble. I've gotten crazy lurks, crazy baits with that guy. That guy is the man. Right here, let me see, what am I doing? We have Charles Woodson right here. I had pick artists on him. He's I just bought him like a couple days ago or a week ago. He's pretty good for me. I haven't noticed anything yet. He's pretty good for me. We still have this prime time right here. And then we have Pat Pete, of course. I had pick artists on him too. So the reason I had pick artists is so if the ball gets thrown their way, they'll just go for a pick instead of, not going for a pick. So yeah, that's why I have that on them. So yeah. And then we have Reggie White. Reggie White, I know I need to upgrade that part too. Because he was a free card that we got in season 1. And then we have Aaron Donald at the D tackle 2 slot. He does it for me, I guess. I can always upgrade. I'm thinking about upgrading the D tackle positions, so that way I have Vita Vea to pair with one of the new D tackles. I think he came out a week ago, Gilbert Brown, Grave Digger. I guess he has an AKA card. I'm thinking about getting him too, so that way I can pair him with Vita Vea and people don't run the ball on me, I guess. And then we have Leonard Williams. I have inside stuff on Vita Vea, so people can't spam these RPOs, inside runs. And then I have Leonard Williams, and I have Stonewall on him for 1 AP because literally I had 1 AP left. So that is what I did right there. I just used my last AP on Leonard Williams for Stonewall. And that is that. And then we still have Jalen Ramsey, and we have AJ Terrell from that first comp pass. And then special teams, who cares about special teams? I have Tyreek Hill, of course, kick returner slot. And I have Brandon McManus for my kicker. And yeah, My special teams is not that bad, I guess. And that would be, and here are my users right here. So I have Eric Berry. Eric Berry, I mainly just man him up because he has an 86 man coverage, 87 speed, so he can hang with the good of the group. He's a really good safety that can play man coverage, and yeah. Honestly, I don't think my team is that bad. And while I'm here, let me go ahead and fix this real quick. So I'm gonna take Tyler Bass out for kicking to start. Take him out. Put in Brandon McManus. I still had my day one kicker on there. But yeah, let me go to the auction block real quick and let me see. What I can get. There's a lot of cards in the game that I can really upgrade my team with, but I want y'all to let me know who should I upgrade. There's possibly a lot of cards I can get, but I do have 1.6 million. So just let me know. What should I go out here and get? You have Quentin Williams, and then of course I'm looking for this card. Let me see, Quentin Williams. Yeah, he's cool, but yeah. Gilbert Brown is what I'm really looking at right here, though. Gravedigger, yeah, he's really good. I don't know why I keep scrolling up, but yeah, he's really good. So I'm thinking about getting him because, as you can see, he's not really that expensive, like 400 and some K. But his stats are really good, as you can tell. So yeah, stats are really good. And yeah, so I'm gonna push some more gameplay out because I really do want to get this YouTube flowing. But yeah, I appreciate it for watching the video, and just let me know who I should upgrade my team with. I'm out.